So I have h7 suited here. Yeah, these stakes I'll just fold. I can see myself mini raising here at higher stakes, but I'll just keep it simple. And it's too many chips to just shove. People make all sorts of weird calls, like with Jack 10 offsuit and stuff like that, so it's not really worth it. So Ace-10 offsuit is a decent hand. This guy is raising 21% of the hand, which is quite a bit, but I'll fold anyway at this point. Oh, I'm not folding aces. At this point I feel like... and we lost with aces. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's open another table. And... we can get this one. Okay, so here I have pocket nines. With 14 big blinds, it's fine to... I'm sorry, I have another hand on another tail. With 14 big blinds, mini raising is fine, but shoving is very profitable here with pocket 9, so I'm just going with the shove. It's very, very profitable to shove pocket 9s here. Unfortunately, I got called by King 10 suited, which is a coin flip, but we won. We got a flush. So regarding the Ace-10 offsuit that I folded, at that level I'm not very aggressive at the 5100 because there are no antis and it's not really worth it. So here on the hijack I have... okay, I'll just fold. Overall I have a spreadsheet that I made based on kill everyone, and I have the equilibrium solution for shoving and shoving when I'm far away from the money, which helps because sometimes I just get into spots where I really don't know what I should do, and overall I just play tighter. While some guy is asking, I'll lean with 9s. Yeah, it's very, very profitable. Very, very profitable there. Especially this level when people are going to call with pocket 2s and stuff like that. Yeah, so pre-ants I play extremely tight. Because there's not so much in money in the middle, and then when the anti-scam I start being more aggressive, re-stealing, etc. I won't even put the 75 chips here. Okay, so here I have pocket 10s. I did a mini raise pair flop, and then I got into this flop, which is kind of coordinated, like no one is going to ever fold a 6. And my stack doesn't matter here, they have like 1k and 800, so I don't have to bet much. I'll just bet 300, and if they have anything at all, they'll just call me. And then I'll stack off on the river with any card. Okay. Sorry, on the turn. Like I'll have more than okay, any card, maybe except an 8 and in the a 3 or a 6. Okay, yeah, those 3 cards I don't call, an 8, a 3, and a 6. So, wow, that card actually saved me. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So the guy just called with pocket sixes, which is a good reason to put a note on him. This guy called under the gun. I could make a very strong case to shove here, but he hasn't been leaping much from under the gun, so it looks bad to me. Like if he was like playing 60% of the hands or something, I'd go with my sixes, but he's only playing 24%. I think that it's really important to get the HUD, so if you can just afford the older manager low stakes version, it will help, especially if you're playing more than 4 tables. Like if you're playing 4, you can pay attention to everything, but with more than 4, I really recommend it. And I have pocket kings here. I'm not going to do anything fancy, I'll just shove. I think that people try to be cute, which is fine with this deck, but not necessarily the best thing ever. So I feel fine just do this. So two players limp. Like shoving here would be bad because I have like almost 0 fold equity. So I'll just see if I can flop a queen or maybe a 7 on that's a medium pair. King Jack suited is very profitable. I mean, not very profitable, but it's profitable to shove here for sure, so I'll just go with it. It's usually better to shove these suited broadways because they... So this just got awkward. I'll just check. Okay. Yeah, that's a bad call with ace-8, but he got there. So ace-10 offsuit, I can make a guess for mini raising here. And with my 2 pairs here, I feel like I should make a value bet. What am I getting paid by? I'll just bet small. Like no one showed really much interest on this hand. So if I can get some chips, it's good. But okay, I'm not folding with. I have to invest 800 to get 1.6k. So that means I just have to win it a third of the time. I'll just call. And yes, ace 10. So this guy just limped with 6 big blinds. 8-7 offsuit has a decent equity this tip, so I'll just shove and hopefully he folds. Okay, he called with King Jack suited, so I'll put the note CB, limp, CB, CB, slow play, King Jack suited. So next time I want to do it again, that against him. Pocket 5 is probably a shove here, but I'll just fold and wait for a better spot. I have no read, so it's a tricky spot, but it's probably a shove there. So let me see, where are we more? We can have this one here. So there's a small in, and okay, so pocket 6 is with 7 big blinds here. It's probably close, but I'll shove it. Here I'll just fold. This is usually strong, this mean re-raise. Might not be in this case, but it's usually strong. He didn't even raise one blind. Yeah, I thought it would be strong. And here I just lost. My 6s got called by force, which is cool. Yeah, so ace-9 suited I'm not going to play under the gun with 14 big blinds. I think it's a mistake. And here I have Queen Jack suited, but this guy is so tight. I'll just fold. He's probably going to have a very good hand there most of the times. Like the guy is 11, 12 big blinds, and he's raising there. He's going to have a very strong hand most of the times. Very, very strong hand. Ace 4 suited, okay, that surprised me. So I'll put a note on him. Hijack, 12 BB, mini raise. I don't even know what hand it was. This guy's been playing tight, so it's kind of tough. I can still fold. Okay, this I'll shove. This I'll also shove. I think that I'm ahead here. Ace 4 suited, okay. So there we got into aces again. Kind of sucks, but nothing I can do about aces. There we got into kings, but we got away with it. 8-10 offsuit with 5 big blinds on the button. I'll just shove. It's a bit strong there. I mean, strong as in it has enough equity with the times default plus the times where I get some sort of pair hand. It's profitable. Hopefully we can run well at some tournament and start and get a deep run at least. So here I'm definitely, I have like almost 3-1. I'm calling with any ace for sure. We got a 2, we got an 8. Oh, and you got the second 2. Okay, it's cool, it's cool. Wow, those are a lot of ships we got there, that's cool. I think it was the ace queen, right? Yeah, the ace queen that we sucked out on kings. We didn't have many aces left, like the guy that ace 2, so we got really lucky. So here I'll just shove, here I'll fold, like I don't have odds for set mining. Here king 9 suited I'll mini raise and then I'll play the post flop. If he lets me see a flop, that is. I've been playing super tight, it's just showing good hands, so I think it's fine. And he just re-raises me. Okay, just take it. No problem. So this is a 90 players tournament, so I need to start seeing how many players are left. $27, so I had pocket kings here. I mini raised from one of the early positions at the 5100. Then I got a call and I bet a fourth of his stack on the flop and he shoved. Let's hope he doesn't have queen jack. He has pocket threes, okay. That's what I like to see at the micro stakes. So king jack offsuit here, I can just check, see a flop. Okay, I'm done with this board unless they check and I get something. Here fold, here fold. Okay, all yours, sir. Okay, 10-3 offsuit we fold. So I'm not going to be playing many hands here with our Russian friend here on the left and the LV12 player here because I can just get into weird spots. So I'm going to play really tight anyway. And I have 35 big blinds, so I have time. I'll probably not be able to abuse the bubble when the time comes because I have these huge stakes on my left. But it's okay, like sometimes we can do it, sometimes we can't. We just cannot force it ever. I'll fold this queen 5. I'm shoving queen 10 here if it gets folded to me, and probably queen 9. With antis I go to queen 8 for sure, so probably like queen 10, queen 9 I think. Jack 10 suited here, I might shove it at higher stakes because the kind of hands people call me with, I have a ton of equity and they fold most of the times, but here, or I might just fold it, but here it's definitely a mistake because I'll get called by king jack and stuff like that. 2-8 we fold. So the Russian player just got more ships, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, I'll just fold. He hasn't been stealing that much from the button. King 10 of Stud, fold. Too many players to go through. I'll play a bit more aggressive now that we are on the with the antis, but I cannot play much more aggressive because I have these huge stacks on my left, and there's always the threat of them busting me. So this is queen we are all in unless the two first players are all in. And there we are. And the blind is sitting out, so people will probably think that I'm stealing, which is not the case at all. I prefer to only get one call though. So these nines we are all in now for sure. It's very, very strong hand. Here this player limps, we just crush it. Here we are splitting, which is fine. We got called by ace jack offsuit and we got a set of nines. Yeah, I'll shove ace jack here. And here I'll just fold. It's fine to play these hands once you get a bit more experience post flop, but right now I just want to keep it simple. And good thing I did so, because one player had ace king suited and the other one had aces. Here we got pocket queens, which we are very much all in. And fold king 4, fold 3-7, that we already folded, okay. So here with the queens I expect to have the best hand the vast majority of the time, even against two players at these stakes. Yep, we got the best hand. Okay, and somehow we told it after that board. Ace-3 suited, I'll fold versus the raise, definitely. Here I don't want any trouble. Here I fold, fold. It's really important to not get into trouble with this kind of stack against the bigger stacks, because our tournament life is really important here, and if we make it to the final table we have a decent chance of getting a new table that is playing at the other table, and then we won't have them on the left. So there's no rush. The important thing is to not make mistakes with this stack. I'm raising this poker 6s if it comes to me. Yeah, I'll just mini raise. And the plan is to call an all-in from this player and this player as well. And I'll fold if the big stack re-raises. Okay. Here pocket nines, I'll mini raise. So on the first level I raise 4 times the big blind because my range is really tight. On the second level I raise 3 times and 2.5 times at the 25-50, and then I start just mini raising. Pocket nine is nice. Okay. So I'll just mini raise again, but this time I'll also call this big blind only. Pocket nines here, so I have like 4 times the stack. I'll just check and see what this player does. Okay, if he checks, we probably have the best hand most of the times, I think. Okay, he bets 2/3 of the pot. I think that my pocket nines are beaten now, so I'll just fold. I'll just give up on my pocket nines here. This hits way too much of their range, especially the button's range, and I'm not going to make him fold many hands. What do I know about this player? He shoves wide, I know. So it's important to have this kind of notes, because now I know that he shoves wide and I'm not folding my king 5 suited, which is crushing his range. Here I'll just call my suited connector.